Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this session on just a basic guitar setup. I just want to bring some attention to elements of the guitar that need to be in line, set up, sounding good in order for you to really enjoy, but also sound good and keep your tuning and your intonation in the right spot. So take your guitar to a professional luthier who knows how to set up a guitar, and then talk to them and tell them how you play, have them watch you play. Everybody's left hand is different, everybody's right hand is different, the gauge of pick you use is different, and that will change the way that everything responds. And so the way that you play guitar, your guitar needs to be set up for you. There's really no one size fits all. There's no one size string gauge that fits all. And so take your guitar to a pro. If you need help or context for that, we can give you some options there. A good setup guitar will go so far in you kind of accomplishing the sound that you're looking to arrive at when you're playing, especially in tuning. You can't tune a guitar that isn't intonated correctly. Intonation comes from these saddles down here moving forward and backward, and you need to have a set up professionally so that when you pluck an open string, it's generally in tune as when you pluck it again. So if it was really out of whack with intonation, which is the placement of these saddles here, forward and backwards this way, you might get tune and if it's really out of whack. So that's really helpful, especially if you're going to put a capo on guitar. You can't put a capo on a guitar that has really high action or the intonation is messed up, because if you fret anything up the neck and the capo is pushing too heavily on the strings, watch what can happen. Watch the tuner there. If you push too hard, that's tuned, that's sharp. If a capo is too aggressive or your action is too high or your intonation is wrong, all those things can go haywire. And this is a bone nut. This is the very before the first fret. This is called the saddle. Action comes from the truss rod in the neck being adjusted so that you have relief under tension, because we put these strings on and it kind of puts pressure on it, kind of pulls your guitar like this, and then you adjust the truss rod to get this neck back to like a level place. And then all of your frets, each one of these steel things that you see here, need to be filed and crowned and have a consistent distance from the bottom of each one of these strings all the way up and down your neck on all 6 strings. There's a ton of things that can go wrong, but once it's right, playing guitar is so much more enjoyable, and you're not fighting tuning, or you're not fighting pushing too hard, or whatever it might be. So every single time I feel like I'm fighting my tone, I change my strings. And I'm like, oh, there it is. Strings age, strings don't sound good after a while. This is different for bass and acoustic than it is for electric. My electric strings last a little bit longer than my acoustic strings, but find the right kind of string, pick the gauge that works for you. I use 10 gauge, which is like a light gauge string, to 52 gauge on the low E string, which is like a heavy bottom. So I use light top, heavy bottom, and they're called 10 to 52. Shredders play 9s. Guys who are really heavy-handed play 11s. Sometimes they play 12s. No one size fits all, but based off how you play and what you're looking for and the way that it's supposed to sound coming off of your rig, take all that information to a luthier or ask any of us and we can try to help you in the process. So good luck, and let us know if you have any questions.